me of Dominic's storyline, though. Like, what was that all about? That was very entertaining for me to watch. So.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
We were kids, so I really want to know about that one. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, that was. I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. The first 6 months, they were doing the storyline, and it was great. And then Vince McMahon wanted to make it even more real he said, let's bring the kids on of the family, and let's bring the wives and make it more real. And it was. I thought it was okay, the first time being in front of the TV. But they started giving me verbiage, and I could do backstage promos with Eddie, and I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. But to be part of the storyline for the pay-per-view for SummerSlam, and they told me that I was going to throw Eddie off a ladder, and I was like, I better not screw this up because I got to go home with him afterwards. But, the girls, they cried on cue on 2 TVs. Vince was impressed. They're like, can you guys, be okay out here? And, we had a blast. I mean, the girls had no problem being in front of the crowds, and we always worried about them and how it was going to affect them, but they were troopers. I mean, they were pros, and when my oldest cried on cue, there was a backstage where Eddie would, I think it was Bob Holly came to the picture, and he threw Bob out of the way, and I drove off really fast, and Shaw started crying on cue, and Vince was like, what have I started? And, it was great. It was a fun time, and my family was calling, my aunts and my tias and tios are like, Mija, are you okay? Because I didn't know Eddie had an affair on you. Like, when did this ever happen? And, the first few times I'm like, it's okay, it's just a storyline. But then after, 2 months of my tia calling me, crying, she was, I thought Eddie loved you. I didn't think he had another kid with someone. After a while, I'm like, man, Eddie, did you really sleep with him? After a while, it just kind of, gets into your mind, and it starts playing games with you. But it was a lot of fun, and Dominic is Ray's son. But it was great, and to pull, to throw Eddie off the ladder, it was even better for all the times that he's pissed me off. So it was good. It was all good.
All right, I think we have time for one.
What was Eddie like at home?
Eddie was this great guy. I mean, he was very different at home. He loved to come home. He had 2 or 3 days home, which one day was coming in, which was a Wednesday. Thursday was his day off, and then Friday he flew out again. So on Wednesday nights, we made it a point to pal it out on the floor. He would buy sushi, and he'd buy all the ice cream that he wanted because those were his cheat days. And we'd lay on the floor and watch Disney movies and eat sushi. And he was a funny guy. I mean, he was a smart aleck. He liked to play jokes. He wore his heart on his sleeve, where if he saw a homeless person we were driving, he would turn around and go buy food for them and bring it back to them. Eddie was also the cheater. I mean, really a big cheater. There was a story I told at the Hall of Fame when I was inducting him, that we were at an apartment complex. We had just gotten back together, and we had this big squirt gun fight. Well, some of the kids had a few squirt guns. They were small, and all the kids were waiting their turns to have a turn with the squirt gun. So Eddie said, I'll be right back. So he got in the truck, and we had a pickup, and he came back with 30 squirt guns. So he brought all the kids out so they could play. But the idea was that he bought these small squirt guns, but inside the truck, he had this huge, super duper, soaker, $50 squirt gun. I'm like, why did you buy that? And he goes, because it's mine. And he wiped all the kids out. They loved it. And he always had to win, so that's the heart that he had.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with all of us here at Dave & Buster's. First things first, I need you guys to give it up for your servers because they work their butts off to make sure that you guys leave a tip. Don't leave a tip, but just know if you don't leave a tip, we know who you are. Second thing I want to say is I want to give it up to Greg and everybody from the IE Toy Store for putting this forward. You guys are awesome. We always have a blast working with you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds with us. And hopefully this goes on for a long, long time so we can keep doing this for all these lovely people. Third thing I want to say is Shout out to Randy and Black Crow Pro for all the photos he took tonight. Randy's been working with us since we started the wrestling events and before, so if you guys ever need photos, if you guys ever need video for any event, make sure you talk to him, make sure you follow all of his social media. That's Black Crow Pro, all one word. And then finally, last but not least, let's give it up one more time for the Vickie! Since I was little, as a fan who's been watching with my dad since I was very, very little.
You're old.
I'm 27 this year. God, I am old.
You know how old I'm gonna be in 3 weeks?
23.
35.
No. No, I'm only 51.
No. Why do you look younger than I do then? On a serious note, I want to say, on behalf of everyone here, and behalf of everyone who came out tonight, and on behalf of myself, thank you so much for doing this
Thank
for
you,
us.
guys. Bless you all. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we have any more stragglers who haven't gotten anything signed, please come on up. Now is the time to do so.
Get a video, it's priceless.
If not, thank you guys so much for coming out. We really, really appreciate each and every single one of you. And we'll see you at WrestleMania. Woo!